Hey guys, long time no see. It's been, I don't even know how long. I think I made a video at some point around November or something. And that was the last video I made for the year. A lot's happened, that's for sure. Um, I don't want to go into the details right now. Just because I can make it a video for an entire day and it still wouldn't cover everything that I've gone through. But I figured I could give you guys some heads up, a progress of how I've been doing. Hopefully none of you think I'm dead, because, spoiler alert, I'm not. Although I do have some really bad indigestion right now. I'll push through it though. It's been a year, not just for me, but for all of us. 2020, I mean. It wasn't exactly the greatest year for me. I had, at the beginning of the year, I was just fresh out of a relationship. Found out my grandfather passed away. And then, of course, COVID came, and I mean, we're 4 weeks into 2021, and it's still a thing. I think we'll all be glad when this is over. But normally I have an idea of what kind of video I'm going to make, and I don't have an idea this time. I'm kind of just winging it, really. I kind of wing most of my videos, but this is one that's by far the most spontaneous that I've ever made, I guess. Usually when I make something spontaneous, I usually find that I've said something that I don't really want to say, and then I'm like, I should redo the whole video again, and I'm trying to avoid that. And if I have to make the video again, then so be it. It ain't the end of the world. But a lot's happened, that's for sure. 2020 was supposed to be the year of the Benster, and it wasn't. It's kind of hard when you've got a deadly pandemic going around. I think a lot of us wanted 2020 to be our year, but it just wasn't meant to be. Well, let me back up. Maybe it was meant to be for some people, but for the grand majority of us, it wasn't. It was a terrible year. It was a year full of sickness, full of insecurity, uncertainty. It wasn't the greatest year, that's for sure. But 2021 has some hope still. I mean, like I said, we're 4 weeks into the year, so there's still hope. I'm pretty optimistic about this year. Thanks to my family and friends, I've been able to overcome a lot of obstacles, and ironically, 2021 has already given me a preview of what my obstacles are now. But unlike last year, I'm prepared. I'm much more ready than I was last year. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to tackle each obstacle with enthusiasm, and I'm ready to learn from it. It's like my friend said, last year is last year. This year is this year. It's funny though. Sometimes it just feels like everything that happened to me, it feels like it just happened a couple of months ago. But my breakup was over a year ago. My passing of my grandfather was over a year ago. It just feels weird. Some people call it 2021 or 2020 version 2 or 2020 remastered or whatever. But it doesn't feel that way to me either. It just feels foreign. Like, looking back at last year, I almost feel like I'm looking at a different person physically. But the reality of the matter is that it's me. It's pretty funny. Pretty ironic, actually. But I don't know what 2021 holds for us. But I do hope it holds much better fortunes than 2020 held. I hope that 2021 is the year of health, good health. Once we get COVID out of the way, I think we'll all be happy. We'll all be able to go back to our lives if that idea still exists. Personally, I think that COVID will have changed our lives going forward, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing. I think going forward we'll be much more conscientious about our health. I've had friends who have contracted COVID, and to the best of my knowledge, all of them have made a full recovery, which I thank God for that. It's a serious thing, you know. If you are skeptical, if you don't think that masks and ordinances, that's not the word. What do they call it? Maybe it is an ordinance or law, whatever. Whatever your city's doing to prevent the spread of COVID, like, take that seriously. Like, I don't get out a lot. So I've been hanging out with some friends at work, and there's been a few times where, some of these friends I hang out with are like, oh, I got exposed to this or to that. And thankfully, nothing's come of it. Thankfully. But it's still scary, It's still scary to potentially be exposed to that if you haven't already. And if you have, you know how scary it can be. So I'm hoping that 2021 is the year of good health. And going forward, we practice good, healthy measures. Wash our hands. Maybe we can start giving each other handshakes again. Like, something along those lines. But let's still practice, healthy measures. Coughing your shoulder. If you're not feeling well, stay at home. Wash your hands. Seriously, I made a video of washing your hands at some point last year, and it's very important. I think it said something along the lines of make sure that your hands are like stinging or something, or they're drier than the most barren desert in existence. That's how you know you've done a good job. So I think COVID will change that, but I do think that we can go back for the grand picture, I guess is one way to put it. We can go back to the way things were for the majority of the things. And whatever you're trying to accomplish, my heater turned on. Whatever you're trying to accomplish it. I'll be the first to say I didn't keep up with a lot of my resolutions. Like, if I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't. I failed to keep a YouTube log or vlog, whatever. I failed to completely get buff. I failed to finish my album, which it's a work in progress, but it was kindly pointed out that I had the same rhythm going for a lot of these songs, so I gotta fix that. I can't make the same song and change something of it and say it's a completely different song. It's just not right. So I gotta work on that. I gotta work on my personal projects. I gotta focus on being a better person. I will say this. One of my resolutions was to be a better person, and I achieved it. I'm not the same person that I was 365 days ago. I'm now a better person, a more conscientious person. I still stutter, but it is what it is. But I'm much more motivated, and I tend to have a lot more energy. And even though I still have days where I'm down, where I think about the good old times and the fact that the good old times are gone, I'm still motivated. I'm still motivated to keep going and accomplish what I need to accomplish. Whatever you're going through, if you're going through anything, I'll pray for you. Even if you don't believe in God, I'll still pray for you. I'm not going to force God down everyone's throats. That's not my thing. But I feel like, I want to pray. I want to pray for you. I want to make sure that everyone is good. Because that's the smart thing to do. I think it is smart, but if nothing else, it's the most courteous thing I can do. Is pray for your good health and fortune. Pray that you achieve your goals. Pray that everything is alright with you. I got a lot of friends who are atheist or non-denominational or whatever you want to call it, and that's fine. I'm not here to convert anyone. I'm just here to wish you guys happiness and pray for your success. I guess I can give a quick update on what's going on. I still work where I work, so that's good. I haven't had COVID. That's also good. I've just had a lot of days, well, not recently, but last year. I had a lot of days where I was just not motivated to do anything. Like, I would just go to work, come home, sleep. Go to work, come home, sleep. Rinse and repeat. And I wanted to break that cycle. And I did, with the help of family and friends. If it wasn't for them, I would not be here. So, I would like for everyone at some point to thank all of their friends and all of their family for all of the support that they've given you, for just being there for you, for putting up with you, for better or worse. Thank them, hug them. Because this world is cruel. But at the very least, friends and family make it fun. And I know I've met people who just don't get along with their family or have a strained relationship. But I know a lot of those people that have a strained relationship with their family consider their friends family. So I guess in a way, I don't need to change my wording. Regardless of who your friends and family are, they make things a lot better. It makes life worth living. And they help us out and put up with us. Took me a while to realize that, but I did. And I'm focusing this year on just bettering myself in all aspects that I can, whether it be mental, making sure that I've got a neutral composure, making sure that I pray to God, and if that's not your thing, that's fine. I'm just stating what I'm doing. I'm just stating what I do. Trying to work out a little bit. Got some muscles, but not a whole lot. Still got a gut. I would stand up, but I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna focus on being better at some video games. Maybe learn a couple of languages, or a language at the very least. And just be there for everyone that I love. Family and friends. And anyone else who needs help. I'll be there for you. I've got family and friends who will vouch for me. So, if you ever need anyone to talk to, I'm your guy. Even if you just want me to listen, I'm your guy. So, anyway, I think I made this video a little bit longer than it needs to be, but I wanted to get my thoughts out there. I wanted to basically tell it how it is, how things are right now. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty. Maybe one day I will, but not at this particular moment. So, anyway, this is Benny signing off. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time. If not, then I guess just keep an eye out for me in the real world. But until my next video, I'm going to wish you guys nothing but good health, good fortune, and happiness, good vibes all around, and may 2021 be our year. Peace, guys.